Alright guys, so this is a dear mentor of mine. I really look up to this guy. He is the CEO of Ingresso Cybernetico, and I have a few questions for him. I was lucky enough to catch him at Airport Hilton in West Palm Beach. And so I just wanted to ask him a few questions. What is your vision for this company and the industry as a whole? Where would you like to see it go?
Since you didn't prep me with your questions at first, I will summarize as quick as probably, I guess, as clear as I can, but very simple. I'm gonna do my best to make it simple, but it may not be. My vision for this company is one that is, as I've said a lot this year, about all of us being a part of a new culture. It's so important that we're not just a part of a new culture of an unchanging foundation at the corporate side, because we don't want to change what it costs. We don't want to mess around with the things that are around the financial stability that you guys can create. That's a part of the vision, is making sure we can continue to add more value, but never ever violate that portion of this contract. So our agreement to you all to bring more value and not mess with compensation or do things that will either take money from you or increase the cost of things, that's a part of the vision. Because it doesn't exist in this industry. I've coached a lot in this industry. I've done a lot, and the thing I've seen is as soon as people get comfortable, all that stuff changes, and you have to keep starting over. It's a part of the vision. The other part of the new culture has more to do with you guys, and seeing how you all can learn to build a business strong without doing so on the backs of those who are could be innocent casualties. And what I mean by that is, it's so often when you start to do very well in this industry as a distributor or someone who's representing the company, to mislead people or do things that would take advantage of them and without disregard. The part of the new culture that has to change on your side is the side that you want people to do business with you, but you're not desperate. You're not going to so desperate you're going to cheat them or hurt anyone else to do it. You're going to find a way to do so within the realms of integrity, within the rules and policies of the company, but your own rules and policies.
Of course.
And then one of the final pieces I want to talk about the vision is one of people who are not content with where they are, but will continue to build upon their own learning experiences that will make them better entrepreneurs. Instead of being content that, oh man, I'm already doing good, I'm making X amount of dollars every month. Instead, something better. With this business and the financial freedom it's providing me, how can I become more for my children or my spouse? How can I become more so I can be a better son to my parents or a better parent to my children? How can I become more and take advantage of this financial opportunity? And so it's not only about money, but it's about enriching the lives of everyone that's innately in touch with you and anyone who's doing our business. So that's some of it in a glimpse without having a script per se, or at least having a little warning about what I'm going to be asked. That's what I can give you now.
Guys, one of my favorite things about just this company's opportunity and the CEO is he always has such a big vision. It's never this or just that. It's usually all-inclusive or multi-dimensional. It's never just one thing. It's usually bigger than what you presented. And what he was talking about is it's a lot bigger than just making money. It spills into so many different areas, which leads to my next question. Do you truly and honestly believe that everyone has a fair chance to make it here? In this specific company, of course, in the industry in general.
Yeah, I'll say that, yeah, it really has nothing to do with the company per se.
Yeah.
I honestly believe there's so many great companies out there, I think everybody has a fair chance to make it in any of the companies. Well, within reason. If a company is doing things that are to help the members and help their people, yeah, I think that anyone can. Because this idea of success or lack of it doesn't come from the companies. It comes from the applications of each individual. So whether you're working with this business, which is more of an online tools company, or you're with a nutritional company, or you're with a company that offers widgets or coffee, it doesn't matter. I believe that it's independent of Ingresso Cybernetico. Now, it would be nice to think everything has to do with Ingresso Cybernetico, but the reality is it's bigger than our company. And the part of that culture change I've been talking about is about everybody seeing it. It's independent of the company in so many ways, but yet has more to do with each individual. And yes, I believe everyone can make it. Independent of their educational level, regardless of their gender, and experience, providing they can apply in the principles of what it takes to have good business acumen and apply good principles as far as applying yourself in those things in which you can know. You may not be able to learn everything. You may not be able to do everything, but the things you can do them and do them well, and let that graduate you to some more things that you can do and do well. That's my thought.
That's so powerful. It lets me know that people like me and people like you can do this stuff, right, guys? So, my third question is, actually, I'm gonna skip my third question. I'm gonna go to my fourth. I'm gonna ask my third one last. Basically, I want you to talk about how commissions are being redistributed. What the company is doing specifically that's different than, you know, a lot of other opportunities.
I don't know if they're doing anything different. We just put a lot of emphasis on it because a lot of companies take in the revenue that's brought in and they redistribute it. But we thought, what if we created a way so that we can redistribute things so everybody can benefit and not just the top few? And then also how to distribute money in general in a way that could bring more emphasis to the average person rather than just the swift and the talented. And so here's what we did. When we put together our 2x2 follow me matrix system, that was done in a way to where we take 100% of whatever comes in for that specific matrix or business center. It's allotted to go out to each individual when they cycle, when they earn the money. And the way we do it is that, you know, there's a lot of matrix companies out there. A lot of them take what they call admin fees and all kinds of things like that. We don't do that. We make sure that what goes in there is coming back out. And using that model, it gives everybody, it evens the playing field. But we decided that's good, but there's got to be other ways that we pay because in general, matrix companies are disposable. They usually have about a 6 to 12 month lifespan.
Wow.
And as we approach our third year, we accredit a lot of this into creating other avenues to leverage income, not just the matrix. So in that, we created different types of unit levels within the company where people were paying in, and literally we creatively take the money and then redistribute out through different levels going deep. And the reason that's important is because now, rather than just feeding your family off of the current revenue that comes in from a matrix, a person can do so with these different ways. So for example, we have something called Fast Start with our President Circle. That's really a unit level. So, you know, it's just, without saying it with a better words, we take in whatever comes in from that, we redistribute that money out into something called car bonus, where every so many people creates a $500 car bonus payment with no cap, no limit on it. And then we also have taken that to a different level, and we have a this Fast Start thing where we take $100 of the President Circle money and we redistribute that. We do it through 5 levels, so that not just you benefit from it, but from even when someone at 5 different levels below you participate, you get paid from that as well. Well, we thought, what about the people that just are new, they've never done this kind of thing before? We would have a unit level in something called our entrepreneur level, so that through 3 levels of business, every time someone gets started in that and they get paid, every time they get paid for filling and completing that business center, you get paid through 3 levels. So now with all these different ways, and there's some that I didn't even get to talk about. For example,
a lot.
Okay, I don't want to, because I know how long can this video interview be. So looking at the different ways, we wanted to kind of make that a part of the new culture, to be clear and to be transparent about the money. Because, you know, I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, but a lot of times when there's different fees coming into a company, the company gets to eat it all. Yeah, right? I mean, it's just the way it works. But we thought, we have what we consider great products, and we make money from those as a company. We don't have to bleed the individuals. So part of that whole idea about redistribution comes from making sure that everyone can have a chance to be rewarded, and not just those who've been doing it for 20 years. Not just those who have they're just great communicators and great leaders. But if you look at any, like if you went to any of our events, you know that people that walk across the stage have never seen success in any other company. And they're not even a different person, they're just making a lot more because of this way of leveraging and making the playing field more even. Does that answer you some?
Perfectly, guys. I want to just revisit some key points that he brought up. So basically, this company isn't just getting their revenue source from reps. they actually have incredible products, and these products, you know, they're serving their purpose elsewhere, which helps to leverage and redistribute, you know, funds. It's not just coming from one place. And like he was also mentioning, so many people have seen their first tell me about some of the successes. I mean, the fresh successes. Never seen success in much other areas. I know there was a guy, was his last name like Lopez?
Carlos Lopez, yes. Yeah. In fact, he's from the state. He's one of those guys, he found someone on Facebook. He found a link on Facebook, I swear to you, this is how it happened. And he says, I never met this guy named Marco Morales, but I signed up under him, but I didn't know what to do. Marco's in Houston somewhere, and I heard you live in Florida. Can you just stop by for a few minutes? And I met him at McDonald's. This guy says, me and my wife, we worked in this industry. We were in a company for, I think, 3 years and never made one dime. We were in there 3 years, paid monthly fees, and never made anything. And in about 6-7 months, this guy, he and his wife together have made combined about $26,000. But
wow.
He himself has made $14,000 and change, and his wife has made the other amount, and it's just their first time. And they come from Guatemala, and just the average person there was making $200 a month. He's living life in a completely different way. Wow. They had, I mean, at the time they had a broke down vehicle that could barely move. They used the car bonus and they get stuff from that. I could give you so many stories of people that they've been trying stuff for a long time, but now through this distribution stuff you're talking about, it's a way that anybody can win.
Wow, guys, this is so powerful, and he's not joking. There's like endless amounts of stories, which leads me to my last and favorite question, which is why I saved it for last. We always hear about how the company changes the lives of the people, but how has this company changed your life?
Well, whoa. Well, it just relating it to other conversations that I've had. I've done a lot of things, and I truly believe a part of my personal purpose in life is to innately find a way to touch lives that I don't know, that I've never been around in a way that could give them a better quality of life and even point them to the God that I serve. For me, that's the impact it has. And I've done many things, and I do a lot of things, but I've never had the opportunity to touch and be a part of life change in so many different people, which is what it's about for me. I'm like anyone else, I'm a businessman, so I'm in business to make a profit. But I have businesses of all types. But this one specifically, it puts me closer to the purpose that I was created for. And that is to touch the lives of men, women, and children around the globe who otherwise might not have a chance.
Wow. Guys, I hope you have a clear insight into the heart and mind of our CEO. He's just such a powerful man and a great mentor. I'm so
a reflection of our members and our IC family. That's what I believe I am. I believe I'm a true reflection of guys like Jermaine. And if you are looking to find out more about Jermaine, do it. If you're looking to become a part of his success group, do it. I'm pretty amazed. I met him when he's 18. And seeing the things that he's doing to help change the lives of people, it's just pretty awesome. And to know, I mean, to see with the success you're having, you know, graduating about a year ago from high school and not being able to go out into the college force or the workforce as other people have done, you decided home business, congratulations again.
Thank you so much, sir.
That's the reflection I'm talking about.
Thank you for doing this interview.
My pleasure.